Hi, in this video we'd like to talk about PCOS and insulin resistance and how you can seek effective treatment to overcome it. So insulin resistance is a common symptom of PCOS patients, and today's video will only like to focus on insulin resistance caused by PCOS. Now, this is a very dire question that a lot of patients are asking about, and how do they seek effective treatment, because they've gone for multiple interventions, diet change, lifestyle changes, intense exercise regimen. None of them are being able to see any effective outcome. They're still unable to lose the weight, because insulin resistance, the key symptoms of this is that you have increased amounts of body fat, and in some cases you'll be obese as well. So of course our patients are willing and are seeking to actually lose this weight, but they cannot seem to find anything effective. Now today we'd like to go into this topic and then suggest you an effective treatment that can get to the bottom of this. So insulin resistance is a condition where the cells of your blood sugar is no longer responding to any amount of insulin produced by your pancreas. Now specifically, the beta cells in your pancreas are responsible to secrete insulin in response to glucose. Whenever you eat, your glucose levels goes up, blood sugar goes up, and then if you're healthy, your pancreas will secrete a certain amount of insulin to counter this high level of sugar. And then eventually, when the insulin goes high enough, you will feel very full, you won't want to eat, and then during that time of not eating, your sugar levels slowly start to drop, because it's getting metabolized by all the cells and all the processes. And then when it drops low enough, your insulin will drop as well. And then you get hungry again, then you eat, it goes up again, and then your insulin goes up, brings it down. Now for insulin resistance is that when your blood sugar goes up, no matter how high the levels of insulin is being produced, it's not responding to the insulin. Now it's not any fault of the pancreas, because the pancreas is actually working extra hard in these patients who have insulin resistance to produce a significantly high level of insulin to even get any type of response, to the point where no matter what level of insulin is produced, your body is just not responding. And then this can cause high accumulation of blood sugar, and your body will deal with blood sugar excessively. If there's too much of it, it will store it in fats. So that's why your body will increase fat storage. You will develop obesity. Overall, you will just gain a lot of body fat. That's how your body is dealing with it, because since insulin is not working anymore. Now, the main cause for why PCOS patients are more predominantly having insulin resistance is that cells that need to metabolize sugar, they have receptors on the surface that need to bind with insulin first so that they can metabolize sugar and then bring it down. However, because PCOS patients, they have an abnormal condition where they have extremely high levels of free testosterone, and we have clearly identified that these receptors are actually being binded with free testosterone that is secreted by their ovaries. Now this is only present in PCOS patients because normal healthy women do not have elevated levels of testosterone that can do this. So because of the high levels of testosterone, most of these receptors are actually taken up and bounded with, leaving no room or very little receptors that are open to bind with insulin. That's why your body is still secreting healthy levels of insulin or high levels of insulin to counter the blood sugar, but there's no response. It's not working because these receptors are already taken up by free testosterone that is caused by your PCOS condition. Now, as we've explained many times before, for biological activity or response to take place, there needs to be a hormone and a receptor. Now, in this case, in insulin resistance, your insulin is healthy. However, your receptors are being taken up by these abnormally high levels of testosterone that is not supposed to be there, but they are taking it up, causing this chronic insulin resistance, leading to all the symptoms of obesity, chronic hormonal imbalance, hunger, and then leading to more weight being gained, and eventually down along the line, infertility, recurrent miscarriage as well, because high levels of body fat will affect that process. So at Antai Hospital, the key treatment here that we are offering you is an organic surgical treatment. Regardless of what type of intervention that you have gone through, for this surgical treatment, you will see effective outcome. because we are solving the high levels of testosterone. How we do that is that via surgery using 3D laparoscopy, we need to remove these abnormal ovarian testicular tissue that are not supposed to be there, that are responsible for the high levels of testosterone. We need to remove them carefully via surgery, and upon recovery, once these removals are done, which can be done easily as long as we pinpoint the locations and we only remove the abnormal tissue, we do not touch ovarian tissue. And once we solve this problem, you will see that testosterone levels start to return to normal. And then more receptors are open for insulin to actually bind with, and your sugar starts to get metabolized, your fat storage starts to decrease, and over time you can see within a few months you will lose a lot of weight. And this is the correct way to actually do it, especially for PCOS patients. Now, this treatment is offered to any of our PCOS patients who are seeking effective treatment, especially those who are trying to lose weight but are unable to do anything. The core reason behind it is just as I explained just now, and can only be overcome by reducing this testosterone level that is abnormally high via this surgery. So if you are interested, or if you know anybody who's suffering from this PCOS, insulin resistance, trying to lose weight, share them this video, let them know that there is effective treatment out there that can achieve this. And also along the line, when you try to get a pregnancy, it can be very beneficial as well to get this done as soon as possible before you actually get to that stage, and then you waste many years of the time where you can actually already get proper treatment. So visit the website, read our articles, watch our previous videos on PCOS as well. Set up a consultation if you'd like to discuss directly with our doctors as well.